right now. Every last soul, man, woman, child, or beast on the line immediately. Michael.
Yes, Coach?
Everybody out here has on white socks. Why do you have on blue and white striped socks? Everybody on the line.
Hey, Coach, how am I supposed to get up to the linebacker?
Don't ask me no questions, son. Everybody on the line.
Oh, man. Hey, Coach, can I have something to drink?
What did I just say?
Come on, man. He just said don't ask no questions.
Line!
Man.
Terrence.
Yes, Coach?
What were you late to school for today, son?
I was sick. I got a doctor's excuse from my doctor and
Okay.
my mom. Yeah.
Michael, why were you late to school today? On the line.
Mike, come on, man.
Whose man is this?
I didn't even say nothing.
It looked like you was about to say something. You saying something now? Get on that line.
Now, Coach, watch this. I said play on two.
Said-
Watch this. Hot. Man, Jerry jump off sides every time.
Man, watch you gonna make us run. Watch.
Everybody on the hot dog line.
Man, I told y'all, man.
Whoa. That's not how I want it. See, the three-step drop back should look like this. Oh, everybody laughing and keep keying. Let's see how much y'all laugh when y'all get on that line. Everybody on the line. Nope, that's not how I want it. Hey, Coach, sorry I was late. Hey, but I was only late for 1 minute. Only 1 minute, huh? How many players on this team?
63.
How many coaches?
10.
Now add that up. 8 carries. 73. You took a minute away from 73 people. So, you weren't just a minute late. You were 73 minutes late. And guess what? Y'all got 73 sprints. Everybody right now on the line.
Come on, man. 73, dog.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Coach Booker, man. Hey, listen, everybody on the hot dog line tonight. Get on the line right now, man. Everybody, get on the line, man. We live once again on the line, man. We like to thank everybody, man, for all the likes, the followers. But we need for you to subscribe, man. Go to YouTube, man. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, man. It's just that simple. All you got to do is go to On the Lines podcast, hit the button, subscribe. It's just that easy. Go to Facebook and hit follow. That's it. That's all you got to do. It's just that simple, man. On the Line Sports Media, man. On the Line podcast. On the Line After Dark. All of it's coming, man. But right now, we on the line tonight, man. Sports Media, man. We didn't get with you last night, man. Thursday night. I know you guys are used to tuning in on Thursday night, but we decided to come on Friday night. Why not? We might put a little spin to it, man. We might have some different type conversations going on tonight. We're just going to kind of vibe tonight, man. But we still going to do our regular thing. Let you know what's going on. So I just wanted to just thank everybody for coming on, man. And I'm going to add my man to the stage. Coming to the stage. It's your boy.
Yes, sir.
Coach Clark.
What's up, baby? What's up? Friday night edition, man. Hey,
In the building, man.
Hey, listen, tonight ain't no games on, man. So we the only game in town, man. So, hey, like the boy said, man, just go hit the like button, man. Hit the subscribe button, man. And it's 30 seconds out of your life. But
That's it.
The best 30 seconds of your life. Hit like and subscribe.
Man, just hit the button.
Hit the button, man.
Just follow, man.
But anyway, man, what's up, Booker? What's good?
Ain't nothing, man. You know, another week, man.
Hey, it's
Another week. Another week, man.
We got to talk.
Oh, we're gonna talk about it.
We gonna talk.
I wish I could get my man Twin, man. Y'all make sure, hey Greg, make sure somebody get Twin on here, man.
Yeah,
I know he want to talk about
I know
it.
he got something to say.
No, he
You
got.
got to talk about them kids.
I know he got
About
something to
them
say.
kids, Booker. It's about them kids. You got to get them kids.
It's about the kids, Booker.
You got to get them kids.
Yeah, man. Hey, like we do, well, like we've been doing every week, man. We've been following, of course, and we're gonna continue to follow, man. middle school, CMS middle school football, man. We had the Elite Eight. It went down. The Elite Eight, first week. Everything that Twin, I wish he was on here, predicted.
Yeah, Nostradamus.
It actually happened.
Twintradamus.
Not all of it. He missed some of it.
Hey, man, he was about
I think-
75%.
Yeah, I think he hit.
I think he went 3 for 4.
Yeah, he was hitting on all
Boy,
cylinders,
and,
man.
and in Major League, you'll be a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, man. So we'll talk about it real quick, man. We had the the final 8 went down over at Philip O'Berry. The scene was nice,
Good football, good football.
a good brand of football, man. The brand of football that you want to see happen and happening in middle school football, it happened over at Philip O'Berry, man. That's the atmosphere was good, man. We saw some high school coaches out there that we haven't seen. We haven't seen the high school coaches on the scene like that, man. It was plenty of high school coaches out there, man.
Absolutely, man. That's next up. That's what we're gonna be seeing in 2 years on Friday nights, man. You know, those guys go play JV next year, and it was some talent, man. Man, I was impressed, especially by the defensive talent I saw out there, man.
Absolutely,
a lot of good D ends and linebackers and corners, man. It was some real.
Man.
Hey, listen, man. Points were hard to come by. I didn't see the Piedmont game, but the 3 games I did see, hey, points were hard to come by. It was a good, solid defense, man. So I'm a defensive guy, so I was in heaven, bro.
Hey, man, the defense is. It was a defensive game all day.
All day.
It was. I told people it's not gonna be any blowouts, man.
Nah.
You know, you had some teams out there. You had some teams out there, and you had some teams out there. Tony C, welcome to the show, man.
What's up, brother?
Good to see you, my brother.
Hey,
man.
listen, man, they were in the playoffs for a reason.
Yeah, man.
Top 2 in the conference, man.
I was telling everybody, man. Hey, listen, man. It's the playoffs, bro.
Yeah.
All them high scoring, all them points you scored during the regular season, you got 0 points in the playoffs,
bro. That just goes to show you at every level of football, youth football, middle school, high school, college, pro. When the playoffs come, it's a different level of intensity, bro.
Oh, absolutely.
People are there for a reason.
Yeah.
You don't just luck into the playoffs. And most of those guys got in with one loss. Most of those teams are
nobody had lost 2 games. Everybody
there was 0. They were undefeated regular season or 1 loss.
Yeah. So
it was like you had the best of the best. When in most conferences got what, 7 teams?
Yeah.
It top 2 out of 7.
Yeah, man. It was 30 teams,
right?
And 32 teams in the entire middle school. 8 made it, and it was win or go home.
Absolutely, top quarter of the league.
And everybody, and I think the key to it, and I learned the key to it was to me is you got to come in there with all hands on deck.
Absolutely.
I mean, it can't be if middle school football. Kind of challenge. Some of the teams are challenged with having enough talent from 1 to 11 on defense and 1 to 11 on offense. Boom, kids going both ways, but you got to have your dogs.
Hey, listen, man, listen. In playoff football, you got to have those players that are willing to go both ways, man, for the good of the team.
Oh, man.
You got that's it. It is what it is. I'm putting my best 11 on the field.
You got to play some Iron Man football.
Absolutely. During the playoffs. It is, bro. It is what it is.
It can't be, man. He can't go, man. He's going to be too tired. No, man.
Well,
it's everything.
You had 8 games to get ready for this.
It's everything, man.
So you should be conditioned.
Tony, you didn't get out, man. You didn't get out the house, man. You ain't,
I was waiting on the
championship. I ain't seen him since homecoming, man. Went homecoming, and that was it.
I was waiting on the championship game.
They still gonna have it.
He's special.
No.
You only pop out for the,
Let me ask you this though, Booker. Were you surprised just from Saturday? Were you surprised with the talent you saw out there? Like talent you maybe didn't see doing in the conference?
No, I wasn't surprised about the talent. I knew that every one of the teams that had made it, they were going to be talented. And I knew, like Coach Clark just said, it was going to be more. You're going to see more defense than you are offense. Mm-hmm. So I wasn't surprised at all. No, I actually wasn't surprised. I thought AG and J.M. Robinson was gonna give us a little bit more.
AG got exposed.
They kind of
They
got
one player.
Yeah, AG had a little one man team going on. They had a little running. They had a big running back. He was huge. And I thought he was gonna give us a little bit more. But like I said, the speed of the game changes in the playoffs, man. All them teams that you've been playing, and that's the deal, man. That's the deal. In your conference, you might not play but one tough game.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so you never really get your team never really get that battle tested game
Right.
or two or three that you would like to have to try to, get that momentum going into the playoffs. It's kind of like a culture shock almost.
Here's what I will say, and you got to give it up to the coaches because obviously they prepared their team for teams they haven't seen all year. So they apparently watched film.
Yeah,
prepared their team because they was prepared. Those defenses, man, were prepared for the offense. So it was like, we know what you're gonna do. We're gonna take your best options away. What you got next,
man?
So, shout out to the coaches, man. That was some great coaching on all levels. So let's not dismiss that.
I gotta say that, you're 100% right on that. The coaching. I think some guys, and I ain't gonna call no names, took these guys for granted. Like they took some of these teams for granted, as if they wasn't gonna study, they wasn't gonna do their homework, they wasn't gonna find out what, they wasn't gonna try to gain any leverage on their opponent. They just gonna do what they've been doing all season and let the chips fall. No, it didn't happen.
That wasn't the case.
They got some they got some coaches. I'll say all these teams, from what I've seen, Piedmont all the way through, Coolwood, AG, McClintock, Alexander, J.M. Alexander, Eastway,
Right.
Northridge, J.M. Robinson. If I'm looking at all the 8 of those teams, you get some pretty good coaches on those teams.
Man, all those teams are well coached.
And those teams did their homework.
They were well coached, man.
They found out about their opponent.
Yeah. I would say no. From the 3 games I saw, I didn't see the Piedmont game, but I can say that both teams were prepared.
Yeah.
So at least defensively, I think a lot of those coaches got caught up in the offense because what's been working wasn't working.
Yep.
And it got exposed, right?
Yep.
And the defense was prepared to take your best options away. And when you got to go deep into that playbook, but what it was, honestly, it was your kids' fortitude also. They haven't been in those situations. Like, now you're gonna rise up because here it is win or go home.
J.M. Alexander, definitely. We're gonna talk about it.
Collapse.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about it. So
yeah, that was terrible.
So Tony, you missed some good football, but I'm sure you heard about it. Starting off with that Piedmont Coolwood game, which was an interesting game for a lot of people. Coolwood was second coming in the division. They were second. Piedmont, of course, was number 1 in their division. Coolwood,
they got in on a points thing or a win-loss.
They won the head-to-head matchup.
Okay.
So they got in arguably a solid number 2 seed. They came in with only I think they had a couple losses. They had 2 losses, but they won the head-to-head matchup. So either way, the Piedmont game, for a long time, Piedmont went up early, like 10-0, and kept it right there for a long time. And they just went back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Nobody scoring because that Coolwood defense picked Piedmont off 3 times. 3 times. They had 3 picks, but they never capitalized on either one of the picks. But they were sacking the quarterback. They just didn't have enough offense to
overcome it. They couldn't overcome it.
And but they was exactly who we thought they were. I mean, Coolwood came in hitting Piedmont. I don't think Piedmont had faced a defense like that. But Piedmont was throwing the ball. Piedmont runs, of course, they're in the gun and they slinging it. They got about 3 6-foot receivers already in the 8th grade.
Wow.
And
the rich keep getting rich.
And they were just throwing the ball. They threw the ball more like 80. It was like a 80-20 almost.
Oh, so they were air attacking.
Yeah, it was straight air attack. But they were able to, because of the field position and Coolwood not being able to flip the field.
Mhm.
You know, Piedmont was able to, you know, get I think it was an 18-0 game or something like that.
That's still not high scoring.
It wasn't high scoring at all.
There's no blowout. That wasn't. I mean,
It was only 2 touchdowns scored in that
right.
game.
You can't really call
And
it.
one of them was late in the inning. One of them was actually scored on defense. One of them was a pick six. Coolwood kind of got out of character, and Piedmont picked him off and ran it back. So Piedmont only really scored 1 touchdown, and then they got a safety.
Let me ask you this, because from what I saw, it seemed like the OCs were going deep in the playbook, right? Because you can clearly see that some of the plays were not cohesive. Like they weren't quite too sure about it, right? So let me ask you, as an offensive coordinator, when do you start going deep into that playbook, or you just stick to your guns and just, hey, we're gonna figure it out, we're gonna make it work with the game plan?
No, man. Obviously, if you like in the second half, let's just say you've never seen this opponent before. That's the unfortunate thing about us. We never get to see the opponent because they all in the playoffs. So that first quarter or that first half, it's almost like you're in your regular playbook, just kind of feeling.
Right.
You know what I mean? You kind of in your regular. And then at halftime, that's when you kind of say, okay, you start filtering. All right, you know, they're in the box, so this ain't you got to feel if you have that type of playbook. Everybody don't have a diverse playbook. Right. Some people stick to what they stick to. That's what they're gonna run. But as an OC, I kind of got a variety of different styles. I can go under center, gun. Anyway, we'll talk about it.
Right.
But yeah, after you make those adjustments, you just got to make adjustments as you go, man.
Yeah.
But you know,
I would say as a defensive coordinator, I generally play the first half conservatively.
Yeah.
Right. Just try to keep everything in front
with
of
your
me.
regular season stuff.
Yeah. If I can keep everything in front of me and we can come up and make tackles, I'm gonna stick with that. And especially if we keep it close. Right. And then that second half, we're gonna let loose. You know, we coming. It's gonna be 6 coming at the minimum every time.
Right.
You know, where he's coming from, we don't know.
If we can get that.
Yeah.
I get Greg to come in.
But yeah, so I get it, man. So you gotta have enough diversity in your playbook to go ahead and make those adjustments from what you're gonna see in the first half.
Yeah,
so.
I really think that we saw a better brand of football. So the Piedmont game. So that Piedmont game was good. You know, it was competitive.
Behind the scenes.
They moving on to the Final Four, and then you had the AG. So then you got AG McClintock.
Hey, listen, that McClintock D was stout.
Yeah,
stout. That front four was crazy, dog.
And I think that game ended up.
I don't think AG scored until the end, maybe.
No. Did
they score?
I think they might have scored, but
scored in the end, but it was already over.
Like a 16-8, 16-6 type of game. It was. I forgot the final score. I apologize for those who's looking. I don't have the final scores in front of me. I'm just looking at the bracket. But McClintock. I think McClintock had a pretty good quarterback. They had like a 6', 6'1" quarterback who could deliver. Nice, he could deliver the ball pretty good.
Yep.
And I think with them, if they had some guys running some routes, I don't think they had many route runners.
Right.
They just had some guys out there running. So I think that's something that they could improve on. But McClintock, they got a nice little running back now. That little running back number 6 from McClintock, he was solid. He was able to run, but their defense
is solid.
They was fast to the football.
Yeah, man. Like it was no room.
I like that.
It was all over. Man.
They real scrappy.
I would say McClintock and Eastway had the most impressive
defenses. Yeah.
Like their front fours, like they're on the kid. I think he was number 9 to DN and number 52 to tackle. Destructive, bro.
Yeah.
And they had a good corner out there too, actually.
Yeah. So
so
they played us good.
Yeah, man, they played y'all well. Bro.
So McClintock is advancing. So that McClintock and Piedmont game. What do you think about that? McClintock.
Like I said, I didn't see Piedmont, but traditionally I know Piedmont gonna sling it around a little bit.
Piedmont gonna throw the ball,
but I don't know if they're gonna have time.
A lot.
I don't know. I don't know that. I don't know if it's got to come out your hands quick. It's got to be quick.
Yeah.
Because you ain't gonna have time to, man. 3 seconds, that ball got to be gone because that front four is coming.
Yeah, I think Piedmont. They're gonna throw the ball a lot. I'm thinking if I had to pick somebody, because Piedmont didn't unleash that running back, and I know he's good. That running back they have, I know he's good, but maybe they didn't have to unleash him. But I know
They gonna have to unleash him.
But I think they're gonna have to bring a full.
Yeah, they're gonna have to run the ball.
Full game.
I don't think they can. I don't think they're gonna beat McClintock.
It's gonna be a tough game. If that quarterback, if those receivers are hot, running good routes, and getting separation that they need, then it's gonna be a long day for McClintock. But if McClintock plays them as well as Coolwood played them in the passing game, then it's gonna be.
I think if it's a blowout, it's gonna be Piedmont.
There's no blowouts.
I'm saying, here's what I'm saying. Like if it's gonna be lopsided, it'd be Piedmont because they're gonna spade to pass the ball.
Yeah.
But if it's a dogfight, I'm gonna roll with McClintock.
I think McClintock is scrappy.
Yeah, and I think they can beat you deep in the game.
But
they can beat you.
I'm gonna take. If I had to pick, I'd take Piedmont.
All right. Well, I'm taking McClintock.
All right, you got.
I'm going McClintock on that. McClintock, they play a scrappy brand of ball, man.
Yeah. Man.
It's a little, Piedmont is big on execution.
Yeah.
And it's tough on some teams sometimes when they're not able, like you stated with JMA, when they're not able to execute in the degree in which they're used to executing.
Absolutely.
Well,
it's going to resort back to just how feisty they are and how much hard they got when football's not working in the way they used to work. And I think in those situations, in these championship rounds, I think that's probably going to lean for me and more in McClintock's favor.
And honestly,
done lost a game too, so they know.
Yeah, they know how to win.
Here's my thing, though, Tony.
This is a rematch. Hold on, let me get this. What is it? A rematch? No, it's not a rematch. They're in different conferences.
But Tony, if you say this is why I say if you say it comes down to execution, translates timing, right, on offense. Right. So most of the time, these offenses, especially at middle school, let's be honest, they're going to go to their first read. Most of the time, they're not going to go through a progression, right? And if you're getting pressure on that quarterback, whew, and if it's about execution, if they disrupt the timing, I think that's going to blow up the passing game.
The one thing about the Piedmont quarterback, they got a
small quarterback, right?
He's an average size quarterback, but he can move. He moves in the pocket. He can move in the pocket. Last week he was just kind of throwing it up, I believe, last week. But I've seen some film on him where he can move the pocket and keep his eyes upfield. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So or if you don't account for him, he's gonna take off on you.
Gotcha.
He's gonna take off on you. But like you said, that McClintock defense is they scrappy. So they close down a lot of those running lanes. And the truth is, they were a lot more disciplined than I thought. They were very disciplined, so they were standing. They were pretty good on their run fits and all that, man. Yeah. So I like that McClintock.
A couple of guys.
So it might come down to establish what type of game is being played. Because I've seen Piedmont can get out there and execute early. I mean, they're a good team still playing, So when I say McClintock, I'm not discrediting kids or the coaches because they still there.
Right.
But it depends on which type of brand of ball takes over that game.
Well, and then you got to flip the field. You can't.
Now hold on. Now let's not forget about Northridge now. While we talk.
No, we're gonna get to Northridge here. We're gonna go through all of them, all the first games. But yeah. It depends. It could be a field position battle. If McClintock is punting the football or Piedmont decide to punt, I mean, because some of these teams, for whatever reason, they won't punt the football.
That's crazy.
I guess because a lot of the time, like let's say for Piedmont, for instance, who probably beat everybody and never had to really punt.
Right.
You know what I mean? So they figure, look, when you get down to that 4th and long play. And you ain't never punted, but you just figure your team is good enough to get that 4th and 15.
Right.
So I'm gonna try this
and put your defense.
And McClintock might be, so you gotta really, special teams plays an important role in whether these football games, and a lot of times we
one of those soccer kids, man, just have them punting all day.
So that's that matchup. Then J.M. Alexander in Eastway was a good football game. It was that. Now that was a good football game.
No, it was a great game.
It was a good football game. It was a very competitive football game. It was a defensive game. It turned out to be a defensive game. We played to a 0-0 half.
And I think honestly, I think that's what Eastway wanted.
Well,
I think they wanted to get out of there.
I don't know what they wanted. I know what they got.
Here's what I'm saying. They wanted to go in the halftime. I'm thinking because you see they shut it down.
Well,
in that last possession.
Here's the deal. So J.M. Alexander comes in as the highest scoring team in the league.
Right.
Right. By far, we don't score more points than everybody. Right. So everybody is anticipating we're gonna come out and play fast. We're gonna play fast. And you know what I mean? We're gonna be able to execute. We're gonna score fast. We're gonna play fast. At the end of the day, ain't no excuses, man.
They were ready for you, dog.
I'm gonna talk. No.
I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Hey, forget. I'm gonna keep it a buck
you
too,
my dog. But
no. Hold up, dog. Hey, please do. Hey, it's all good. J.M. Alexander
fell apart.
75. Wait a minute. I can't even get to that part.
Yeah, fell apart.
So we gonna skip.
How you build it up?
So I can talk about everybody else.
Y'all
okay, let's just stop right there. J.M. Alexander fell apart. Eastway won the game. Now let's go. So Northridge. So
here we go.
Well, you won't let me talk about him.
Go ahead, talk about it.
Damn.
Is it the D coordinator, the offensive coordinator?
No, man.
Coach,
I'm gonna ask you something. When does it boil down to the damn kids?
Oh, the kids get fired.
When does it boil down to the kids?
All right. So
okay. Anyway, so J.M. Alexander, they were looking for us to score a lot of points. Blah 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 blah. So, we went to a 0-0 half. Right. Nobody punted. We didn't punt. They punted. We never punted the football. Why?
Right.
Because we're moving the ball up and down the field. Right. We didn't. We didn't finish. And they
red zone defense.
My hats off to them guys, man. They played some fast and physical football. Right. They played some fast and physical football. They was long, rangy. They tackle very well. Their corners were nice size. They linebackers and that D line, will hit you in the mouth.
That's the best defense in the playoffs. Right?
And they D line will hit you in the mouth. So they were ready. They were physically able to combat whatever we had as far as. But here's the deal. I had 75% of my offensive production not playing, man.
Come on now.
No, it ain't no come on, man.
Come on, next man up.
Yeah, exactly. I believe in next man up.
Nah, let's be real.
But when the next man up ain't the next man up,
so
it's a little different.
No. Okay. Here's what this is. Let me say this, Tony, before I lose my train of thought. This was a classic example of letting teams hang around that you clearly should be blowing away on paper, right? And when you let that team hang around and they realize they can play with you, you cannot beat them. And that was a classic example of that, in my opinion.
So what was the breakdown offensively? Was it inability to block them, or we just wasn't executing?
We weren't executing.
You know what it was?
No, we were executing.
Y'all executed well.
We were executing. We wasn't finishing plays. We wasn't finishing drives.
Well, here's the thing: your offense is built for big plays, splash plays, right? Because you had a lot of splash plays all year, but as you move down the field got tighter. That would play to their advantage because now they can play stingy in smaller spaces, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Right. So they took that splash play away, right?
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I had two running backs.
I know you were missing your dog.
I was missing two starting running backs.
Which obviously would have changed things.
That would have changed things tremendously. And I was missing 2 running backs and my starting tight end, who I use frequent a lot. And 75% of my offensive production wasn't on the field.
Man,
Did you know these people weren't playing?
No, he knew that.
Well, I knew. Well, one of them tried to play, which was the running back, but he just didn't have it. He didn't have any explosive play. He just couldn't get it done. The one of them, yeah, and the other 2, we knew they weren't playing. So we tried to make the,
Man, listen, man, it's playoff football.
It's next man up. So we went into it. We went into the game being very optimistic about the guys that we tried to replace them.
But if I'm being honest with you,
we very optimistic. We thought those guys were going to be able to get it done for us. Obviously, we didn't have the same explosion, and we played a good game. We came at halftime 0-0. We made our adjustment after I figured out what
when you woke up on Saturday, you think there was a chance in hell you wouldn't win that game?
No, absolutely not.
I didn't either. I'm be honest.
Absolutely not.
But I hadn't seen Eastway either. So.
I didn't know anything about Eastway, but I didn't think I was gonna lose nobody. But anyway,
but you know what it was, man? I'm gonna tell you the turning point of the game. All right, so here's this is 2-part too, because parents are fucking ignorant. Let's just be real, right? Let's talk about that first, and then I'll come back.
What?
Your team went 7-0, unscored on. Basically 3 and out. No team has advanced the ball past the 50-yard line on your defense. You lose a game and you can't coach. That's fucking trash. Let's talk about that.
Ridiculous.
But here's my thing. I think what happened was you had some kids who never had to deal with adversity, right? And so they were up 8-0 at one point, right?
We were up.
Yeah, you were up 8.
We went up 8-0 the first drive of the second half.
Correct.
Because we made the adjustments to go up 8-0.
So here's what I'm saying. And then now I will say this. It was a bit of confusion on that first score they got, because I think they sound the horn for the end of the quarter.
The buzzer went off, yeah.
But he snapped the ball right before the buzzer. Your players kind of froze, but it was a still contested pass.
Yeah.
Right. He came down with it and scored.
Right.
And your team completely fell apart.
Because it hadn't been scored on all season.
Scored on all year. And they were still winning.
We was up 8-6 at that point because they didn't get the extra point.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
but then this is kind of when we, few of our kids kind of lost is when the onside kick happened. Right after that.
Yep.
The very next play was an onside kick. They got it. And then the very next play after that was a touchdown. So now we're down 12-8, and it's going into the fourth.
And your team lost it,
bro. And we had some guys that just had never faced that adversity all season, and they didn't know how to. We tried to get them to refocus and redirect that negative energy they had. We tried to stay positive, but some of them some of our key players that they couldn't put it together.
So let's go from there. What do you think caused that mental breakdown? What is it, because they never been in that adversity before?
Period. That's what it is.
So what do you attribute to not being able to deal with adversity? Is that coaching? Is that culture? Is that home? Or is that
not? If you ain't never faced it, and I'm talking about in football. At home, I'm pretty sure a lot of them probably faced a little adversity they had to get through. But I'm pretty sure they have and was able to get through it.
Right.
But they might have been nursed through it. Mom, dad, whatever. Or they might. You never know. They might have some support. A support group around them that helps them get through it, talks them through it, whatever, nourished them through it. But
so
from a football standpoint, we just had never faced. We dominated everybody all season. And
so let me ask you this: as a coach, right? That's your team. Let's keep it right.
No, it's not my team. I'm the offensive coordinator. There's somebody that led this team.
No, here's what
Coach Jett, who's a good head coach, and he keeps up with a lot of what's going on in their personal lives, and he does a great job really trying to, refocus those guys and keep them on a positive track.
Right.
And yeah.
No, here's my question is, so how do you, as a coach, that's me, that's Tony, that's any guy that coaches, how do you prepare your team when that situation comes up? Like, because you're going to deal with adversity.
It's really no way to
prepare them to that.
There's no way to really do it. What I've done in the past
Right.
is in installs, you implement situational. So
Okay, that's a solution.
we down by 14. Or even when you get in conditioning, you can, you heavy emphasis on fourth quarter. What you gonna do? You know what I mean?
That
So
answers my question.
Yeah, you try to implement those mental exercises, to get them in a space where they can say, okay, this is what we did in practice. Or, and that's why, in football, most teams are big on holding fours up in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Because here we go. What they do in practice.
That's the mindset.
Now let's go to that next gear.
Right.
Or let's go.
So speaking from a trainer, man, that's what I prepare my guys for. We're never gonna be, and Booker, you know me, and since I've been coaching, my teams in youth football, we never get tired.
Absolutely.
If we're in a dogfight in the fourth quarter, I'm talking about, bro, this is going back to 2004 since I started coaching.
Right.
My teams that I coach have never had an issue with being conditioned.
Right.
We actually, if we know we're in a dogfight in the fourth quarter, we got the advantage because there'll be nobody more conditioned than us.
Nobody tired.
No one. We're fine. Like we do.
Say what?
Think they were conditioned?
Oh, our team?
Yeah.
I think sometimes we I think sometimes we dominated teams so bad that I think sometimes we took conditioning for granted. I mean, I'm just being honest.
That makes sense. That makes
a lot of sense because you didn't have to worry about it.
Yeah. I think sometimes we took teams for granted because we had teams beat in the first quarter. A lot of these teams because that's just what it was, and I think we took it for granted. And I think, and I think we kind of we
that's what it was.
I'm just keep it right there.
You got a situation you faced all year, and they weren't prepared for it.
To go back to what Coach Clark said, man, I know you guys have been around me. When I'm coaching, that's one thing I'm big on is playing 4 quarters of football.
Right.
And even 5 if need be. But that not only goes to the kids, that goes to the coaches.
You got to prepare for it.
Don't coach 4 quarters of football.
Hey, man.
One in the second quarter, they ready to quit too. And that energy translates to the kids, and everybody just says so with it.
You got to have some solid practices. The level of practice got to go up.
Absolutely. From
week to week, but definitely in the playoffs is creating that mindset of next level football, in the playoffs. And I think once again, I think at some point we probably took it for granted just because of the level of play that we've been playing all season.
Right.
And I think at some point some people took it for granted. Not to mention we were down some guys. We were down some key. 75% of our offensive production was out. We didn't.
That was 2 players.
No, that was 3 players.
75% of your offense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Them guys. Those are the guys that scored most of our touchdowns. And you know what? Eastway did what the hell they were supposed to do. They were supposed to beat our ass if we didn't make if we didn't make the necessary adjustment. They don't know that shit.
So
they're just playing hardcore, tough, hard-nosed football, and that's just what happened, bro.
Sometimes it's best not to know.
Yeah.
Don't play football.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this.
My hat's off to Eastway, bro.
Being that you were 75% of your production down, to that make you have to go ahead and change your game plan and
absolutely.
Yeah. So you had to go more conservative.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah, you got to go conservative. Like I do a lot of play action.
You got a lot of eye candy.
A lot of play action passes. I couldn't play action because my running game wasn't really there. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of big play guys, and but my number one running back is what killed me more than anything.
Right.
Because he's a dog. I feel like, and I'm gonna say it, he's probably the best running back in middle school football, but he wasn't able to. And I'm gonna say that, and I done looked at all these running backs. That kid, if that kid was healthy, he would have showed his ass.
So what separates him from, say, the AG running back that everybody's so big?
The AG running back doesn't.
I think it's just a big body.
The AG running back is a big bruising running back that if you give him a running lane, and let him square his shoulders up, he's out, right? But if he has to do much lateral movement, he can't run in tight spaces. He can't move really in tight spaces. He doesn't hold the ball, But this running back I have, his vision is crazy. He reminds me of Batman, who plays for.
He's different.
Plays for.
If you compared him to Batman,
no, he is.
I need to see him.
You're gonna hear about him. You're gonna hear about him. His name is J.T. Heath.
Okay. Oh, was he a Heath?
J.T. Heath, yeah.
Oh, so he's pedigree.
He a beast, man. Yeah. He a beast.
Heath that we know, Heath that I know.
He a beast.
That Heath.
And then we were down, and Listen, Dominic Heath, kind of like that family.
Okay.
And his kid named Major McKinney. Tony, you know this kid, right? The kid
Major didn't play.
Major broke his collarbone Thursday, 2 days before.
Crazy.
So Major was out. I'm down some dogs, bro. Major was out, and then another kid named Dabo. He plays tight end for me, who's a tough. He bring that tough, hard-nosed game, that toughness to your offense. And he's a big tight end, big body. He blocking, he catching passes and scoring. So but Eastway, man, let me tell you something. I still think it was going to be a tight game, regardless. Eastway beat us in a minute. They scored at the end of the buzzer. Then they came back, did an onside kick. Then they scored again, and all happened in less than a minute. Within a minute.
Yeah, y'all was in shock.
And then my team, we started making some bonehead mistakes. The kids did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But a good running backs before we.
But I keep thinking about what Coach Clark said, man. Is when it comes to the strength and conditioning, man, you have to get to that breaking point.
Yeah.
You know what you got, and you know how to coach them out.
Sometimes
they've never been there before.
Yeah, we
get to a dog fight, and you like, man, what's going on with this kid? But Coach Clark, you done seen that in the weight room before. You know what I'm saying? That's why that position is so important, man, because you gotta get those kids there.
Honestly, if we talking about that, I feel like, and I'll be honest with you, I feel like I didn't really implement my full self into the program.
Yeah.
Right. And then when we got in the playoffs, it's like, listen, y'all about to see the real asshole Coach Clark.
Right.
Right. And I guarantee yesterday that showed me what it showed me. Actually, we started at Monday when we knew we were in. I was like, bro, ain't no music in here. Everything's on the whistle. If your ass is late, you got 100 up downs with the plate. You late twice, 200, late 3 times. You're not fucking playing.
Yeah, man. Practice got to be uncomfortable.
No, this is weight training, right?
So
listen, this is how it is. If you fucking late, just don't come, right? And the thing is, it's like what they did was respond,
right?
Because it's like this fucking win or go home, though. This is a different level of football right here.
Yeah.
So that I say this to say this. Kids want that fucking tough discipline if they want to be good.
Yeah.
If they don't want to be good, hey, leave.
You got to be able to push
this
them
is the standard
to another level.
If you don't like it, leave. That's my exact words. This is the fucking standard.
And like you said, though, just now, for me, I was new to the program, so I didn't really get to insert
and you gotta wade through the waters first.
I didn't have a problem with it. I didn't have a problem with it because the program is being turned around and redirected from a losing program to a winning program now.
No, let's say a doormat program.
They was a doormat program now. Now they're winning.
That's forks up.
Yeah. So now they're winning. And so, Coach Jet has done a great job, moving that program in the right direction. But either way.
Hey, hold on, man. You've done a great job, bro.
No, I can't.
Don't downplay yourself.
No. I can't. This is my first year in.
Yeah,
I led the league in scoring.
That's what I'm saying. Did they put up points like that?
No,
absolutely not.
No.
You showed them something. So don't downplay yourself.
No, I ain't downplaying myself, but it's all good. So let's get through this one last game. I didn't get to stay for this game, obviously.
Oh, that was a good game.
We played after this. We played before this game, so I had to go tuck my head up my ass.
You got it's like Booker got up out of there. Like that boy wouldn't even give us Tony. He wouldn't even give us an interview for On the Line. That boy got
Man, Greg got the mic. Look, Greg. Hey, look. So
then a crucial drive, mic this nigga.
Greg want to mic me up in the very final
crucial drive,
the last drive that we could possibly win the game.
Right.
Here come Greg want to mic me up. I'm like, dog.
I was like, boy, that shit ain't happening.
Ain't no telling.
Clark, I wanted to see him in the headlights. I just ain't want to do it to him. I said,
yeah, boy,
you didn't see that? Oh yeah, you sent it to me.
I'm gonna let him live this time. I ain't gonna need
oh, man.
Hell no.
No, you know one thing about me, man, and y'all know me. I done been in so many battles, bro, across the country, across the nation. Similar games like what we had just now. I mean, last week, and I've, fortunately, we won. Along with Tony C, we won most of those battles. If not, we've won.
Bro, listen, win is part of losing.
Yeah.
Part of
so I knew how to take it. It didn't feel good, but I took it. And you always got to get those takeaways. After you settle in, you took the L. What could I have done?
Man, listen,
playoff
better. Football is big at every level. Playoff football is different, bro.
Yeah,
that's the bottom line. The intensity level goes up.
Yes,
everything has to be intentional.
And my pregame. Man, I was.
Oh, y'all look great.
Pregame, man, we was over there warming up. I was like, man, I'm ready to play now.
Yeah, no, y'all was crispy, bro.
We was crispy over there in pregame.
Honestly, I was impressed. I say that looked like a high school team.
Man, then we got out there, man, and some some guys just.
You know what Mike Tyson
got the playbook.
You know what Mike Tyson said. Everybody got a plan.
Everybody got a plan. Right here. Everyone has a plan
until they get punched in the mouth. And then,
shit. I always say I hate undefeated seasons because you're not challenged. Like I prefer one early. Like, what do you being that you'll be in the same conference next year? You're a younger team. You got kids coming back. What do you think you can do different to prepare a team who's probably gonna go undefeated again?
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. If I just we got to change our practice habits.
Practice has got to be hard, bro.
But our practices, to me, I think because of I say it again, I sound like a broken record, because of the level of football that we play in that conference, and we just kind of knew what we knew. We was gonna beat everybody. That I think our level of practice have got to go up to the next level, and that's something that the coaches got to sit down collectively and we got to come up with some pretty intense practice plans. But hey, just remember, I'm the OC of the team, right? I'm not the leader of the team, so I followed the lead.
Right? Let me ask you this,
to be honest.
At what point, because you've been having some blowouts, like massive blowouts, right? 50, 40 points.
Yeah, it was scary.
At what point, though, do you put your backups in? Do you put them in when it's competitive or when it's trash time? Because to me, I think if you let's say you go up 21-0, right, and you're moving the ball at will, I think that's the ideal time to put the backups in.
Well, I think my concept about putting in backups. Let's just say you got a guy. Like if I'm running a 4-wide set or something like that, where I'm running 4 receivers, and I got a kid he's not really to me a backup. He's just a 2, right? He just so happens he's just a 2. I guess you can call him a backup. I think you got to get those kids in and let them run with the ones.
That's what I'm saying. So you don't want to put them in.
I don't want
obviously trash time.
But I don't have a lot of times. I didn't have. I didn't run the team.
Here's what I'm saying, because if you put these guys in when the other team still is fighting and they feel like they still in striking distance.
I think they give you more.
They give you more
when they're in there with the ones.
But if you're about 40, I mean, it's almost like
I don't like the dump. Unfortunately, we dump the bench. You know what I'm saying? We'll dump the bench when we up 40. As opposed to really, I think because of the type of talent we were playing against, we could have easily put those guys in with the ones,
and that would have prepared them more when they had to come in and play.
I I 100%
Yeah,
agree
so
with
that's
that.
what I'm saying. So why put him in trash time?
100%.
Put him in when it's still somewhat competitive.
100%.
And if it slip away, you can put your ones back in and goddamn pad the stats.
100%.
That's what I'm saying. So I think that's a big mistake putting your guys in
and dumping them at
because
the
they're getting a false sense of security.
100%.
If I'm down 40, I'm just gonna play my threes, man.
Right.
I'm like, well, I'm not gonna get my ones hurt. Like, let's get this shit over.
Right.
So if you put them in while that other team may still be fighting and they still got a chance, they feel like if we can put up a couple of scores, we're back in it. Now they're still playing. Your twos are still playing competitive football.
I like to get them to if they have to step in, like you said, like we were saying, if they would have had to step in Saturday and play for 4 quarters, they were prepared to do it with the ones. They understand the rhythm of the offense, pretty much. So a lot of times, you know, like I said, this is my first time kind of getting into how, you know, coach likes to run, you know, his team and the flow of the team. So I just kind of went with the flow. And it is what it is. But you know,
learning.
Yeah, it's all learning, man. I'm good. JMA is we gonna be there. We're gonna run it back. We're gonna run it back. But anyway, Northridge and JM Robinson, I didn't see that game. I felt like Northridge was gonna be a little bit too much after I saw JM Robinson.
Hey, JM Robinson got a nice running back, dude. That number 5.
That number 5, and they had a number
the quarterback too.
21,
quarterback 12 or
21.
Yeah,
they had like 3 players that was solid.
I think it was 5, 12, and 21.
Yeah,
they were good athletes, man.
Yeah, they were solid.
But Northridge has again solid defense.
Smash mouth football, smash mouth defense, smash mouth.
So defense is the key right now. If you got a solid defense, man, you got a chance because you don't really have to put up a lot of points. And I think if you get up, you can just play solid defense, 3 clouds and a cloud of dust.
And you know, I put my defense up against anybody, man. They play lights out football.
They play tough defense.
They play tough defense, man. We gave up those 2 scores within a minute of each other, and then I don't know. Our team just I don't know. Anyway,
how was the environment, like the support, and like was
everything?
It
was a great vibe.
Oh, you talking about the whole entire atmosphere over there?
Yeah.
It was good. It was good. The energy was good. It was a good vibe. You knew because you're looking at good football.
Yeah.
So you look
support.
Yeah, and you got high. Like I said, first person I saw out there that morning was Coach Ferb.
Yep.
Sitting on the sideline, you know, looking at talent. It was good to see him. It was good to see some of the other high school coaches. I wish it was more. We could see more because that's their talent. A lot of this talent.
I think you'll see more coming out, especially for the championship.
Yeah, that's why we try to, you know, give them as much exposure from week to week as possible, man, so people could, you know, knew what was going on. And so I guess they're, you know, hats off to, you know, CMS, man. They're for even having a playoff. But I think there's more work to do as far as at least even recognizing some of these kids. We wanted to do an all conference team, but
that kind of got
it was kind of suggested that it wouldn't be fair if we done. And I get it, and I kind of agree that, you know, you got 30 teams, and then if you build an all conference team, and I don't care if your team went 1-6, you still might have
but it was an all playoff team.
But my thought process behind it was to do an all tournament team,
exactly,
for the 8 teams that was left,
right?
And kind of recognize those.
You know what you do? You do it, and you don't ask nobody.
What they gonna do?
You know what, Tony?
Renegade.
A lot of time, no's are associated with stuff that ain't got nothing to do with money. In most situations, people feel like Noah's gonna have them come out their pocket.
And it could be, we can do that.
No, it's 100%. 100%.
Or they're gonna have to answer questions, and man, it's funny.
That's it right there. That's it right there in a nutshell. They felt like if On the Lines and WEA Sports and Impact Culture did a all conference team or all tournament team, they're gonna ask him, well, why my kid didn't make it? And I get that, and I wouldn't want that backlash if I'm Steve or Erica Turner.
But that's our opinion. It wasn't. It's an opinion.
It's
not fact. It's not sanctioned? Is this what we
Right.
saw? We went out and observed.
I wouldn't have never used CMS as the person.
And guess what? It didn't. We never said CMS nothing.
No, but out of respect for
right the relationship,
the and keeping a good relationship.
Here's the thing, though. We know,
but some of these kids,
we know as far as sports go, right? Be it college, NFL, whatever it be, especially in college, there's always an outside entity that ranks these kids.
Absolutely.
So rivals and 24/7 has nothing to do with North Carolina High School.
Exactly.
So
247 Sports rivals.
Here's what they said. Like, you take it with a grain of salt. Can I use this to promote myself? If I can, I will. If I can, I can't. Now, you're always going to be some 4-star kids say, well, I only got 2 stars, or a parent, they can't call, Butler High School and say, why is my son on this 2-star? We don't got nothing to do with that.
Right.
That's
we ain't nothing to do with it. So, we's trying to, and we're going to continue. We'll sit down.
You gotta crawl before you walk.
We'll sit down and we'll try to build a relationship. We're not trying to do anything that's
right.
I guess it's a little bit out of character because
we want to build an alliance, bro. We don't want to be allies.
Yeah, we don't want to. Yeah, we don't want to fight against females like that. But at the end of the day, we're on the line sports media, and
you don't push
WWA. Yeah.
If nobody ever pushed the needle, this tournament would have never happened.
Exactly.
Sometimes you got to push it, man. Because if it was based off what's convenient, we're gonna get those kids those 6-7 games, and it's over with.
And it's over with.
Right.
Pack it up. There's not a whole lot of investment. Nobody knows who these kids are going into the 9th grade. They haven't no exposure. I don't care. If you give me the data, I'll announce a Scholastic, Scholastic All-American kid, Scholastic kid.
Right.
I recognize their academics. If I can get that data, if I can collect that data from CMS and they say, hey, if you're going to do an all-conference team, make sure that's what I want to do.
When you're looking into like the national science and you look into DECA and you look into things of those natures, those things are recognized by outside entity and ain't nothing school can say about it.
Yeah. Right. So as soon as we start, but I get it, he didn't want to have, they didn't want to have to answer all those questions. What do you mean all conference? Well, my kid didn't make it, blah, 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 blah. But nobody really sat down and talked to you once they hear about it and say, hey, if you're going to do it, let's do it this way. Let me help you guys out, blah, blah, blah. So whatever. It's all good. I got
here's the thing from Impact Culture on the lines, even with WA. If I'm going to be abiding by and doing things the way that you have or see fit, I need some say-so and some input on what goes on.
Yeah.
Since I'm following your rules. Otherwise, I'm just going to do what the hell I want to do.
Yeah, because honestly, we've been covering this middle school. We've been covering this middle school since day one.
First Amendment in it, freedom of speech.
We've been covering them since day one. So right now, we just wanted to, like Twin said, let's just leave it at, let's just say we're highlighting kids.
Right. And so next year, give us a budget to cover middle school.
Right.
Hey, no one's covering it.
Because honestly, I wanted to do a all conference team. I did want to see that in middle school football. If they come to compete sports, because me and Twin talked about, we're gonna ramp it up next year. We're gonna do kind of what 247s and rivals do. We might give them some stars. You got an 8th grader, and we might say, based on our evaluation,
that's your opinion, though.
That's our opinion. 2-star, 3-star athlete going into high school.
It's not sanctioned. We're not affiliated with
anybody.
Coaches
enlisted.
Go into a room and you nominate kids from another school.
Yeah.
That way the coaches don't swear that. It's the other schools nominated. So,
and see, we were gonna go directly to each coach too. We're out there looking. We're out there looking at the game, just like Coach Clark said. The Eastway kid, number 9, number 52. You recognize that those were some dominant kids.
Absolutely.
And I'm telling you, those kids are good. And those are the type kids we're gonna say, okay,
they deserve recognition.
They deserve some recognition. Their names should be mentioned. You know what I'm saying? And that's what the kids want to hear. They want to hear their names being. They want to be able to go on social media and see that they were selected by On the Line Sports Media as one of the top kids in the tournament.
I agree.
But and I think it's fair to do that. I think it's fair.
I don't think we're like downplaying any kids. We're just
No.
highlighting kids that
Well, I
are
can
stand out. That's just
the
like
easiest way.
the
The
best
easiest
are gonna
way
stand out.
to expand a media brand is to give awards.
Right.
Because like Booker said, now the kid is posting it on Twitter.
Yep.
Instagram. They said it. Let me check out who they are.
Yep.
Right.
24/7, 247 Sports and rivals don't have to spend money on promotion.
All I can say is we're gonna let it go. We doing it. We're gonna let it go this year, but we're on the line sports media.
No, we respect them.
That's just who we are. So that, and you know, whatever. If I got to pay to get in the gate and still get my content, it don't matter. You don't have to give me no media pass.
Wait.
Yeah, it is what it is. So, but yeah, man. Hope I guess we'll be out tomorrow. I won't be out tomorrow. I'll be
there.
I'll be at East Tennessee State,
Johnson City, Tennessee.
Johnson City, Tennessee. I just went there today, driving. Yeah, and I'm gonna go back tomorrow. But yeah, we'll be in Johnson City, Tennessee.
This is pleasure.
The Catamounts, watching the Catamounts try to continue their run for the FCS playoffs.
That quarterback slinging the ball around the yard, boy.
Well, yeah, we got it. They had the backup quarterback played last week because the starter, Cole Gonzalez, which is he a dog. He can throw that thing. But we had our backup went in, freshman, redshirt freshman, black kid went in, and he lit it up. He threw for 400 and something yards and 5 touchdowns.
See how he bringing race into this thing already?
Man, he's a black kid.
What the guy doing to the quarterback?
I just said he was a black quarterback.
Kid. Like but why was that necessary?
Why?
He's a black quarterback.
He pro-black.
I'm pro-black. No,
all right.
I love Cole. Hey, trust me, I rather would have seen Cole Gonzalez in there than the black quarterback.
Is Zion?
Can he run?
Hell, black, white. I don't give a shit. I just want to win, baby.
I know that's right.
You heard what I said, Booker?
What's that?
Is Zion choose to wear that brace or they?
What brace?
He wearing a brace on his leg.
Yeah. That kid ain't wearing no brace, man.
I could have sworn he had a brace on Saturday or the last game.
I don't know. Maybe it is. I don't know, but
Tony C always starting.
No.
I was just asking.
No, he might have a brace on, but me knowing Zion ain't got on a brace, bro.
Oh,
yeah, that kid is against shit like that. He feels like it's gonna slow him down because he don't have top speed in the first place. So he's like, I ain't wearing no brace, but he might have on a brace. No, I have to. That's a good question. You might have recognized that. I didn't. So but either way, man, he out there and
he doing his thing.
I want to see. I'm kind of hard. I'm kind of hard on him because I want to see more out of him.
Nah, man, get out of here, man.
No, man. I just be telling man when your feet hit the ground, man, you going down.
Unless the coach says the playbook is going 100% around him, bro, ain't no more he can do. Like,
yeah, he getting the most targets out of all the receivers, man. But I'm just saying, when he getting that ball in his hand, I need to see the Zion Booker, man, making folks
satisfied. You might as well.
I want to see him making folks miss. Getting that yak going, stretching the field. He
want to get that shay that yak.
Yeah, I'm trying to see all of that. I mean, he does well with the ball in his hand. Just put it that way. He does well with the ball in his hand. So I ain't tripping.
That's what's up, man. Hey, listen, man. Let's just jump right into it.
Right into what? Go ahead, man.
That boy Trump, man. What's up with that?
Oh hell. I'm bad on politics, man.
I'm bad on politics too, bro. We got to say it. But how we get blamed for it?
Yo, we got blamed for that.
We got blamed for it.
Wait a minute, when you say we, who you talking about?
Us. What's your hue, brother?
Who is us?
That 3 dudes that look, everybody that look like these 3 dudes on the screen.
Why you gotta be talking about black? Why you gotta say black men?
That's what they said.
You got me about the black quarterback. Why you gotta say black men? Man?
They said it was our fault.
It don't matter if you black or white.
They said it was our fault, dog.
It's our fault.
It's our fault. Not the 70% of white men that voted for him, but it's our fault.
Man, let's keep it real. Did we vote?
No, we did.
We did. We just outnumbered. We're outnumbered in this country.
We did.
Period.
We voted the same way we always vote.
But you know what it was? The Hispanic vote. That was a big difference.
Yeah.
That was a huge difference, bro. Yeah, so. But I feel like how can I take you serious when you got Megan Thee Stallion and Glorilla on the stage?
Hey man, I
You know
love.
why? You know why? Because I think the Democratic Party played on, shall I say, the uneducated, right?
It was a setup, bro.
So people who I think, my opinion, who are uneducated are more their attention driven by celebrities and stars.
Exactly. To me, but
of policies and things that you want to do, and as well as your character. So if I said the same thing when I saw like
to an educated black person like yourself, that's insulting.
Yeah, that's just
not. All you gotta throw is some girl up here shaking her butt on the stage, and that's gonna make me vote for you. Because I'm sitting there with my daughter talking about you can be president, and then the president candidate brings this out and show this to my daughter saying this is okay for you to behave this way.
Did they shake their butt? I didn't see that.
What?
No,
they shaking it up?
It's Glorilla.
Glorilla was Glorilla.
Hey man,
Glorilla ring.
I know that ain't the right time, but I like Glorilla, boy. That's my homie. I like her because she's so down to earth and country, man.
She's a Steelers fan.
Yeah,
like, I mean, I like it. What I'm saying is that the appropriate time, if you're trying to convince these folks, that you're supposed to be you want to be the president, but you want to bring this out. To me, it was insulting. To black people.
You don't do that.
In my opinion,
you shouldn't have done that.
Like all you gotta do is bring somebody there to dance and sing for us, and we gonna. Oh, that's all we take.
I'm
gonna vote for you now.
You shouldn't have done that.
Come on now, you dancing and shucking. I'm gonna vote for you.
I don't know if
bro, that's crazy.
She was thrust into being, the president. So do we think? I don't know. I'm just asking.
She was set up, man. She had like
based on the history of this country, white men. Let's be real.
Why I gotta be black and white?
Because that's who 70% of them voted for Trump.
Oh.
And even if they don't know nothing about politics, if it ain't gonna benefit them, because a lot of them is not. Let's be real. Because when they take that Obamacare, some of them gonna be screwed. But they weren't gonna vote for the black woman.
You seem to know a lot about the numbers, right? So what percentage of black men voted for Kamala?
I think it was like 60%.
So 60%.
But it's our fault she lost.
But it's Booker, it was the same rate that it's been since 2020, 2022, and this year. So really, it dropped.
She lost the Democrats
dropped more with women than it did with men.
Yep.
Right. And I think what it is they saw a 8% increase or 12% increase of black men that voted for Trump, which I think it was like that number was somewhere 12%, 8%, but 20% overall of African American men voted for Trump this year.
Okay.
I think that's where they're looking at. I think they're looking at that number too and saying, y'all didn't vote for Kamala, and then 20%, and then it was an uptick in votes for Trump.
So are we supposed to vote for her because she's black or perceived to be black? Because she's not black, first of all.
Oh, hell.
She's not. She's Indian.
Trump said what Trump said. Well, 1 minute she says she's black, and then she says she's Indian. I don't know what.
Where's Kamala?
A woman.
Party with
She's a woman of color.
She what? She's a woman of color.
She's a woman of color, but I'm
saying don't represent black women, only women of color.
I've heard black men in the same discussions we have is that the problem with politics is that you have a candidate that claims black and doesn't live black. A lot of people got problems with that.
Yeah, because when you're
around, don't be black. Yeah. Don't be black when it's convenient for you.
No, don't be black when you're around blacks.
No, don't not be black when you're around non-blacks.
But I'm saying, but you black around black people, then you something else around other people.
Right.
So it's like, come on, keep it 100.
How does she really play the black card now that she lost?
I don't know, man.
Bro, oof.
I've been trying to stay out of it.
Yeah,
Out of all
let's
the.
go to online sports, man. Let's just
No, man, you wanted to talk about it.
Hey, no, man, but that's just my opinion, bro. It's like,
No, but it's. I mean,
it's our thing. Like, you gonna turn around and blame us for. So let's keep it a buck. For all we've been hearing for the last 3 to 4 years is how much we're not needed and we're sassy and we're not men and we're this, that, and the other. But now it's our fault.
When you say we, you got to be more specific.
Black men.
Okay.
Okay. We ain't shit.
Yeah.
We ain't masculine. We not blah blah. We sassy. Blah blah blah. You don't need us, but it's our fault that you. Now it's our fault. But you didn't need us for all this time. But now it's our fault.
I tell you this. We can sympathize. We can seek understanding in what women have to endure. Being
all women too, not just
all women. But no,
let's be clear.
Specifically black women. I'm gonna say specifically black women, right? I'm gonna go with that. I ain't gonna do the all thing.
It's all women.
No, we're gonna say I'm gonna say black.
The only ones that have reproductive systems.
No, it ain't the same thing. So we can sympathize and we can show empathy to them. The only problem is we not gonna get that same sympathy and empathy. We just gonna get blamed for it.
When have we?
And as much as I will never know how tough it is being a black woman or woman.
Right.
Particularly a black woman in this country.
Some people would never understand how hard it is being a black man, yo.
Wow. Say that again, bro.
I can agree with that.
Say that again.
You can tell me everything that you've endured in life and how hard and how tough it was and how that fantasy didn't plan out for you. You didn't get the castle, you didn't get the prince. And I just thinking about stuff that has to be endured being a black man from
day to day.
Just from history. Like, it's just like, nah.
Right.
Yeah, nah.
Nah, bro. Like, come on, bro.
Let's
talk about it because it's not talked about because we're supposed to be resilient. We're supposed to be non-emotional. We're not supposed to have. We're just supposed to be stoics, right? Nothing should bother us. Nothing should No, hold on. Let me say this. We're put in this where we are not allowed to have feelings. We're supposed to be emotionless. We're supposed to be this. We're supposed to be that. But guess what? We're still human beings.
Right.
That have feelings, that have goals and aspirations, all that shit that everybody else has. But here's the thing: our day to day is different than anybody's on this fucking planet, especially in this country. I don't give a shit what you say. Our day to day is different, bro. Because at first we always have to be aware. Hey, we're black men everywhere we go. No one else has something like that.
One of the toughest things is, man, you put on a uniform to fit in. You walk a line to break the stereotypes. You do what you can to uplift your people around you, the community, and you've endured everything that you've endured in time to sustain family, to lift family, to lift your faith. And you still don't get respect from nobody.
Right.
Nobody.
Because
nobody looks at us three men and say, "Thank God for that man. I respect him." Man,
no, they don't.
No,
they just don't.
Here's what you just said is how I live my life.
Tell you, yes, we do. No, you don't.
No, you don't.
No.
But when you said something, and that's how I live. Honestly, I live like that because, and you'll understand when I say this. I understand that as black men, we do not have a luxury of having isolated incidents, right? Meaning, like, if I do something, y'all two might as well do it because you're gonna get lumped into what I did, right?
Sure.
So me consciously, when I go somewhere, if I go to a restaurant, I make sure I tip well because I don't know if it's gonna be a black man coming in behind me. And I want to make sure that I set the tone for him to be treated well. And that's bullshit, but I'm conscious of that. right? You know how I'm gonna act a certain way when I go anywhere. Like I'm gonna conduct myself like a man, like a fucking upstanding citizen, regardless I'm black, whatever. But I'm doing it for the next black man that walks through that door, and that's just me being real. Because I want to set an example, like, because I interact with people who have not really dealt with black men on an intimate level, like my clients, right? I have a lot of Latina clients that probably never dealt with a black man as intimately as they've dealt with me. So I feel it as a duty to represent us to say, oh shit, now this ain't what Fox said they were. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like we have to be representative of, be conscious of who we represent every time we do something, everywhere we go.
Yep.
Because somebody's coming behind us is going to be judged off how the person that just saw us, our interaction, right? Right, wrong, or indifferent, that's just the fucking way it is. So I think if we get in our mindset that we don't have that luxury of having isolated incidents. We represent all men that look like us. If men can change that, black men can change that, bro, come on. We're going to be perceived different. But if all they see is us acting a fool, then we're going to be judged as one. That's just the way it is.
Speak on the black woman, though. Let's just hear that same type of dialogue.
Tony, you got the floor.
Hey, I'll tell you what. Funny story.
That's what this is all about, man. It was about the black woman.
This is a funny story.
Empowering the black woman.
I randomly had a black woman call me king on Tuesday.
I
don't know if it was game, dude, but it blew my damn mind because I've never heard that before. That's weird.
Just out of nowhere?
She's out of nowhere. She just in conversations. She was like, "Have a good day, King. I appreciate you." And I'm like,
man, that's big.
But the fact that you
almost called home, I ain't coming back home no more.
That's big.
That's big.
It could be
but
so
why
simple,
should that be
man.
uncommon though?
Why is it?
Why is that uncommon?
Why is it not the norm?
Because you supposed to do what you're doing.
Exactly.
And we ain't giving you credit for doing what you're supposed to be doing.
That sounds like my wife.
But this, hey, watch what you say, Keith. But the supposed,
I love her, bro.
Hey, Tanya, they ain't got nothing to do with me.
Yeah, me neither. I don't know what he's talking about.
No. Some people, it's like the 5 love languages, and what's that? The acts of service.
Right.
Yeah.
This is kind of like the way my wife thinks, and her love language is acts of service. You know, you're supposed to do that. I expect for you to do that.
But I think we can all say we are men of service.
But we might, our love language might be words of affirmation.
Mine is words of affirmation.
Words of affirmation, where we want you to say, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I like the way you did that. I appreciate you taking. But that's when that's when the disconnect happens. And we're talking about it in America, period. The number one thing I think that women are lacking, if we're talking about it, is appreciating their freaking black man and telling them that. Sometimes it ain't about the actions, it's about freaking words, at least hearing it.
Knowing you appreciate it.
Hearing it. Yeah. I was reading, man, I've been reading here lately a lot.
Right.
And that's just the one thing that I've come across, quite a bit of is black men feeling unappreciated. And they don't feel appreciated. They don't hear it.
Right.
They don't hear it. Some women think that they're supposed to just, well, I did this for you. No, sometimes them motherfuckers just need to hear that shit.
Yeah.
You can walk up to your man and hug his neck and say, I really appreciate everything you've done as a man, as a father.
That's not going to happen. That's not
happening. But why not? Because that's part of the healthiness of a relationship, period.
Because
here's the thing. You got to understand not everybody, but you got people like Coach Clark said, they're being conscious of their actions, and you got people that allow emotions to control their actions. So if I'm listening to my conscience, what's going to be best suitable for this situation, I'm going to say to her, I appreciate you. I like what you're doing with our kids. You're doing a hell of a job.
Right.
But your emotions going to say, I remember that time you told me a lie. And that's going to dictate everything.
Yeah. It's going to change the tone.
Yeah, I wish I would show you some appreciation when you lied to me in 1993.
Right.
You got some
But
damn.
see, so here's what I've learned though. Emotions are based off a conditioned mind, right? An emotional response is a conditioned mind, right? A response is a condition of a present mind,
Right?
Right. So when I mean no, let's keep it real. Like if you
good, man. Keep going.
listen for buzzwords, right? If you hear the word bitch, oh, you fucking call it bitch. No, that ain't what I said. But you heard bitch, and that was your emotional response, right? But if you was being present at what we're talking about, I was talking about this dog. Don't they call dog bitches? Right?
They're not going for that shit.
But no, I'm obviously using that as an
example.
As an example. But I'm saying, but your emotional response is based off when I hear that word, oh, you talking down on me, right? But no, that's not what we were talking about. If you're being present in this conversation, we're talking about dogs, female dogs, right? Not humans. But I'm saying, so everything is based off how you've been conditioned to react to shit.
Yeah,
that's because you're not here right now. So be right here right now. What we're talking about right now. Let's not because most people spend most of their time thinking about shit that's already happened.
Yep,
and that's not going to change. You can think about as much as you want. It ain't gonna fucking change what happened. But you can't control the next moment, right? But we don't live there. We live in the past. We live in the past or what's gonna happen next, except for what's going on right now.
Or the fear of the past repeating itself.
Yeah, so that's
absolutely
baby.
That's what's
gonna happen next. That's what's gonna happen next, right? So instead of saying what's happening right now, what's happening right now is what we need to be concerned about. Because that's what's going to happen next.
Here's the separation, though. Here's the separation. In a relationship, right? If this is how you feeling, all right, I get it. You're still in a stage where you weighing your options. You know, you want to make a sound decision on who you spend the rest of your life with. In a marriage, no, bro, we already committed to this shit.
We're committed to this shit.
Right.
You really don't have the option to be like, I don't feel like doing that. Like, what? That don't work.
No, it don't work like that.
I don't see why I should have to tell you I love you before I leave the house. Like, what?
What you mean?
Or what if I don't come back to this house?
Exactly.
By my choice or by God's choice.
Because we think we're gonna come home.
Yeah, no, but I'm telling you, I don't know about you guys. I'm old enough where I like my days and I appreciate the days.
Right, absolutely. No, I'm just saying, like that's back to thinking like I'll tell you later.
Marlon Wayne said it. He was like, at 50, I got more days behind me than I got in front of me.
Exactly.
I ain't got time to waste with you with your attitude about something that I did in 1992. Like,
right.
But that makes you look like you're selfish. Like you just disregard my feelings. It's like, nah, but why would
that's irrelevant? What are we talking about right now?
Yeah.
But see, here's the problem is most of the time as men, y'all could probably agree with me. It ain't what we said, is our delivery of what we said. So now we're gonna go over what we said so we can deal with how I said it to you and you won't appreciate how I said it.
Tone can make a difference though.
I don't know about you guys. I am very calm when there's an issue. The second time it's a little more aggressive. Third time I don't give a damn. Because I'm not gonna be doing this.
Yeah. So we talk about how
you know in time how I'm gonna get to I don't give a damn. Is that where you trying to get me to? Because obviously I ain't want to go there, but I'm willing to go there.
You've been with me long enough. You already know. If I done mentioned it twice to your ass.
But think about it though.
Third time gonna be.
This is the third level for me. This is the third level. If your first level is I don't give a damn, I'm just gonna go ahead and get there first too before you get there.
Exactly.
You're gonna beat it to the punch.
Yeah, I'm gonna beat you to it because I know you don't. You ain't gonna even. You ain't gonna go through the levels. You just gonna straight. You don't give a damn. All right. Well, I'll match you and raise you one.
Ooh. So you matching energies?
Yeah, I'm matching it. Yeah. At my age, I'm matching energy.
Counterproductive.
But guess what? You got to match energy from another room. That means I ain't gonna need to be around with you. I ain't gonna be around you with that energy. I'm going to another room.
Right.
Yeah. I never understood when people say I match energy. You just a fucking puppet.
I ain't doing all that.
I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna match your bad energy. I'm just gonna be like,
No.
all right.
But here's the thing, though. Think about this, man. I talk about this with my married friend today. Man, if we hitting 10, 20, 25 years, bro, we winning.
Especially now.
Let's be excited about each other because we able to go through this. We raising kids. We done endure stuff that most people can't. We winning. What's the
100%.
issue at this point?
Right.
100%.
Social media, bro. Everybody want to have a social media.
100%. When the people see you, man, they need to be like.
We should wake up and say, "Damn, we still here together."
Hell yeah! When couples see you, man, when the couples see you, the young couples, they be like, "Man, that's how I want to be, man."
Yeah.
They, you know what I'm saying? 25 years, man. They look like they got good, positive energy, man. That looks like love to me.
Right.
Let's just keep it real, man. That looks like relationship.
I think the illusion is
healthy relationship.
People think you're gonna be. Listen, you can love a person, but you ain't always gonna be in love with that.
Oh
bro.
yeah, that's a whole different tone.
Come on.
So let
now.
me ask you this though. That's good. So if, like Booker was saying, the face of the relationship, who do you think is the most important to carry the face of the relationship?
The woman.
I would say.
I think the man.
I think it's the man.
I think it's the man. Because I think if the men really vocalize how they feel about a relationship, the outsiders be like, "Damn, I feel sorry for you, bro." I think the man gonna smile in public and say, "That's my woman. I love her." I don't think the woman gonna do that.
You know, you very seldom hear that, and I spoke on that before. You know,
hold on, man. Y'all gotta bring me back around on this. Pull me in where you at. Explain that a little bit more.
Okay, so
we talking about the side of the relationship or the face of the relationship.
The majority of the people married dealing with some BS. I mean, let's keep it real.
Come on,
whatever.
Yeah,
right.
100%.
So, but you still have to put a face on for people outside, even your kids.
Yeah.
You gotta put a face on because you can't bring that bad energy to them like that.
No, you can't let them see that. Right? Yeah.
So, but I think men are more conscious of what our union represents to people outside of just us two.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes more sense now.
Yeah.
You say that.
So they'll put the face on that. Yeah, I gotta go pick up my wife. I'm gonna take her out to dinner. You know.
Yep.
Well, I see where your wife kind of like he probably gonna be late. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Hey man, it's so easy to be a player, man. Oh, it's so easy. Jesus Christ.
Hey, my mic just got muted.
Man, it's so easy.
It's crazy.
It's easy to be a player.
No, it's easy. Yeah.
If it's easy to be a player, why make it hard to be a
player?
It's
real easy.
Yeah. I don't know.
I wonder when it's fucked up, man. You can't talk about it because everybody think you're talking about yourself.
Yo, I'm
not talking about myself. I'm talking for the people who can't talk.
Man, I post shit up on Facebook about a relationship. Motherfuckers be like,
"Oh, what's going on with you and your wife?"
Book, you all right?
You're like, you're the deep end, boy.
No, man.
Sometimes you gotta check on your people though.
Yeah,
screaming out for help.
Yeah, they do. Hey, that's true.
There's some people, male and female, screaming out for help.
Oh, females gonna let you know.
No, that's why I was reading something on social media.
They get subliminal. Though.
I was reading something on social media, and then when I asked the question about, would you rather be loved or respected?
Absolutely, I'd rather be respected.
And the survey, or the findings that I was reading, it said that women
want to be loved.
Would choose, they want to be loved. Men would say respected. But it turned around to everybody said respected, the man and the damn woman.
Yeah, because love is fleeting, bro. Love is fleeting.
My survey was
the woman want to be respected more than she wants
disparity in numbers.
About love.
Man,
today's woman want to be respected.
Here's my thing. Even in any type of relationship, right? Friendship, marriage, teammates. If I respect you, I'm gonna show you a certain type of love.
Wait a
Right?
minute. Now you putting certain and all of that in
Now,
love.
here's what I'm
Love is
saying.
love.
No. I'm saying like if I respect you, I'm not gonna like. Obviously, I got some love for you, right? But if I love you, that don't mean I'm not gonna disrespect you.
So let's say,
but if I could care less about you and respect you though.
right.
I think it's the other way around though.
I cannot.
Look at. I'm gonna tell
You
you
don't.
like this right here. Think
I'd
about
rather
the
be
average
respected.
married person. The average married person feelings they have towards their in-laws. They don't love them. They just respect them and keep their distance.
We respect them.
Care nothing about them people.
I'm talking about me as a man. I want to be respected because if you respect me, there's certain things you're not gonna do, and we ain't got to worry about the love part.
Well, so right. So I asked the question after we got a lot of the responses, and I asked this one lady that was on there. I said, "So you would rather you're cool with your husband or significant other walking out every morning saying, instead of saying I love you,
I respect you.
just say I respect you. Are you okay with that? Like, since you don't care about love, no, wait a minute. Right. Since you don't care about it, is it okay? But she ain't had no answers. Well, what do you think? Well, no. All these women saying they rather be respected. If your man walks, if you say I love you to your man and he walks out and he say I respect you,
well, let me
every morning, they ain't with that shit, man.
Okay, so let me ask you this:
They ain't
how many men and women have cheated, but they still love their husband and wives?
Yeah, it just happened.
So if I respect you, I'm not gonna cheat on you.
Right.
I'm not gonna do these things to make you feel a certain type of way.
Right.
I love you because we've been together for 20 years. Right? I love you because we've been this. But if I respect you, I'm not gonna do anything to hurt you because I'm considering your feelings.
Nah,
bro. That's just the way. If you respect somebody, if you have respect for somebody, you know there's certain things you're not gonna do. You love your brother, but you'll smack the shit out of him.
So let's talk about you. So you talking about what's respect and disrespect? Like, I'm not gonna disrespect you.
Right.
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 That means I'm not gonna do anything that I know that you would consider.
I'm not gonna do it in front of you.
No. If I respect you, I'm gonna respect you behind your back.
Okay.
See,
I'm saying, like, I'm not gonna do anything if my significant other's gonna say, man, that was totally disrespectful. Right? So, like having lunch with my work wife, or work husband, or even having a work wife or work husband, that's fucking disrespectful.
So here's the thing, though,
because that person knows something about you that your spouse don't know.
When I hear that question, I'm thinking a one-on-one relationship. I'm not thinking about nobody else. So if he's saying love or respect, I'm thinking from my woman, right? I'm not thinking about her interactions with other people. I'm talking about me and her. We're
talking about the intimate relationship between you and her.
Yeah, okay. I won't love.
Well, you love your mama, so if you but you might go out and do some crazy shit and get locked up.
I won't love. You know who I won't respect?
They ain't respecting your mama's wishes or respect the way you raised you to go out here and get locked up.
I want respect from my kids and people that are outside my door. I want love from my woman.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if a woman respects you, she's gonna love you anyway.
I don't know about that.
If a woman has respect,
that don't always connect like that.
If a woman have respect for you,
then she gonna love you?
Absolutely.
I don't know.
If she don't respect you,
I ain't so sure about that.
Hey, we talking about opinions, right?
Yeah, it's opinion.
If I feel like if a woman respects you, she's not gonna do anything to validate you. She's not gonna do anything that disrespects you. That's a real thing. Love.
Yeah, but that's not a real thing though.
We talking about you whether you want to be loved or respected.
So if she never says I love you, you cool with that?
She's woman gonna show you.
No, I'm just asking.
I don't even care about that.
Okay,
if
cool.
my woman shows me a not a respect. I know.
So if you say I love you, and she walk out and be like, I respect you, honey, and then you good with that?
I can live with that.
Okay, cool.
Because I know she ain't gonna do anything to validate me. That's not gonna make me feel like.
But she might just respect you while she's in front of you, while she's with you.
That's not happening.
I respect him. As long as I'm with him, I respect him. As long as I'm around, as long as we're together.
That's bullshit. If I'm gonna respect you, I'm gonna respect you when I don't see you.
So what if you got?
Realistic though, Philando.
But what I'm saying is, what if you? Wait a minute. What if you got? So, what about Philando. Unconditional love?
Is there a possibility that your woman could cheat on you?
Absolutely.
Okay, so why lock in on
any man, any husband, any wife, any boyfriend, any girlfriend? It's absolutely.
Would you rather your woman show you unconditional love on a day-to-day basis, or would you rather for her to just respect you?
If she respects me, she's not going to do anything that's.
I'm talking about unconditional love versus just being respected.
That's the same thing in my opinion.
No,
love is fleeting. But it's love is fleeting, bro. Because here's my thing: you love your wife, but sometimes you don't love her so much, you don't really like that motherfucker though. But if you respect her, you're not going to do anything that's going to be that she would deem as disrespectful. That's what I'm saying. Respect is going to stand the test of time more than love.
No.
That's my opinion.
Okay,
that's my opinion. So why would you say the large majority of people said respect, and then women started saying, "Oh, respect"?
You know why they say respect?
Love is so strong.
You know why they say respect? Like Michael Collier said, at this point in life, you either got a partner or you got an opponent. And what happens is that idea of that they're competing with you in a relationship causes them to want respect because they feel like that's what you want.
Okay. All right. So how many dudes have cheated on their wives but love them?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know the percentages, but it's probably pretty high.
Or how many women have cheated on their husband, but they love him, but he just don't give me this. I love him.
I don't think women cheat.
Okay.
What?
Sure. hey, listen, bro. What Pac said, we got a name from a woman and a game from a woman.
Pac said,
yeah, that's what he said.
Every other city we go.
See the same O's?
Man, shit.
Or 3 O's.
Hey. Yeah.
So I'm gonna stand on respect. Because if I respect you, I ain't gonna do nothing to disrespect you. That's bigger than love.
Yeah. I want to be loved, brother. You can have the respect.
Okay, you can have the love. But you're gonna get respected. I love you, Tony, but I had too many drinks.
Hey, guess what? Yo, that stuff right there is on you and whoever you doing it with. I ain't trying to control it.
She still love you, though. She still love you.
I'm only worried about how you make me feel. I ain't got nothing to do with it.
Yeah. I like.
Y'all niggas are delusional.
I like. I like that love word.
Tell it any way you want to say it.
I want to be loved.
We all want to be loved.
I'm more concerned about how somebody makes me feel than what their actions do with other people in other situations. I don't care nothing about that. I ain't trying to control you or stop you from going to do something. If you want to do something, go do it. Live your life. You only get one of these. Just
Tone, listen. I have so much respect for you and Booker that if I'm in a room and motherfucker disrespect you, I'm gonna stand up for you.
Right.
They ain't got nothing to do with love. I'm not gonna let you talk about my homie like that because he ain't here.
We said our woman, man. What are you talking about?
That's period. I said any relationship.
It's different.
No, obviously your spouse is different, but I'm saying in any relationship, and I think I was very clear on that. Relationship, friendship, teammate, partnership.
We need to get some women. Call in right now. Tap in right now. Let's get a woman's perspective, man. Let's get a woman's perspective. But yeah, I kind of got a response on a lot of that, man. Matter of fact, you know what?
Why don't you post some of them?
The women, yeah, I should. Yeah, I will. I wonder if they'll get pissed.
And why you fouling that? Let me tell you guys, man. Listen, man. Monday, November 11th, 8 p.m. Impact Coach the podcast, man. We relaunching, man. I got an awesome guest on, Noah Gully, man, master barber. But the whole platform is about men's wellness and self-care and self-love for men, men's health, men's lifestyle, men's fitness, men, just uplifting men, right? And he's a barber,
But we all know growing up, man, the barbershop's like our country club, bro. We can let loose in there. We talk about sports, we talk about life, we talk about relationships.
Right.
So, man, I went on location, man. We shot some things. You probably saw the promos,
Yeah, I seen
man.
some of it.
So I'm trying to do something different, man. Like I want to go on location. I want to go to your spot. I want to see, what you do for a living. But it all ties back to men's wellness, man. Like we all know, well, but y'all might not know because y'all ain't got no hair. But when you get a haircut, you put them edges on. Well, you feel different.
What are you talking about?
Man, y'all don't know about haircuts. Man. I still get haircuts. Yeah.
I get my face cut.
When you used to
It's
get
still a haircut.
when you used to get haircuts,
That's still a haircut too.
but when you used to get haircuts, fellas, come on.
We get haircuts more than you get haircuts. What are you talking about?
You shave, nigga. Y'all bald. I'm shaved. I can cut mine off.
Touching the head. That's a haircut,
Bruh. Okay. But anyway, when you take care of yourself, when you get that beard trim, you get that beard washed.
Yeah.
Washed. You know what I'm saying? You get that line on that edge, man. Hey, you call your wife and be like, hey, look, you got something you need from me before you put this edge on here? Because I'm gonna be bougie after this. But I'm saying, but we all know, man, when you look good, you feel good. When you feel good, you play good. When you play good, guess what they do?
It's all good.
They pay good.
They stay good.
You know what I'm saying? They pay good. So what I'm saying is like that's part of our self-care, man. Like getting your nails done, not painting your nails, but men's grooming. That's part of self-care. That's part of it. That affects your mental health, man. How you feel about yourself. So say it again. Manicured, not done.
Mani-pedi.
Getting your hands manicured, bro. You can come on now. No woman want to see you with some old stubby fingers, bro.
Mani-pedi.
But we ain't put no colors on them. Clear coats only, right?
Clear coats on nails.
Hey, I put clear coat on, bro. You ain't see no colors on this. I gotta preserve it. No,
you put the clear lip gloss on too.
Hey, look, we not that metro. We not that metro.
Come on, dog. Tell it like it is. Don't you gotta keep your lips,
You gotta get that LL Cool J on, man. Chapstick works just fine.
That boy says lip gloss popping. All right. Well, hey man, hey, this is a safe space, man. Hey,
safe space, and I feel safe to safely say I do not wear lip gloss.
All right.
Anymore,
right? I tell you what, though, man. But man, y'all tune in, man. Monday night, 8 p.m. Facebook Live, man. StreamYard Live, YouTube Live. Tune in, bro.
Gonna be a whole bunch of baby oil and lip gloss going on over there.
Boy, the baby oil, you gotta be moist.
Baby oil.
No
man,
Diddy.
don't do that, man.
We know Diddy out.
Don't do that, man. Y'all some wild boys, man.
Hey, man, he had to bring it up, man. You know.
Hey, man. I tell all my single friends, just send her a picture of baby oil. They know what time it is.
You know what's up.
It's gonna be some slipping and sliding
on the line.
Huh?
No Diddy shit on the line.
No.
Hey, the producer just stepped in and said, "There's no Diddy." Speaking of Diddy, wow.
What's going on with Diddy? I ain't heard nothing about him.
Man, we heard enough.
And man, he in a place where if that's what he do, that's what he do. Boy, he should be in. Hey, he should feel good about himself. Like
take that.
Yeah, I can get him and him and him and him.
Y'all think Diddy live that lifestyle, man?
On the line.
He definitely,
bro. Hey, everybody ain't lying, bro. Where there's smoke, there's fire, that they say.
Yeah, man.
Like I said before, what is the quickest way to tear down a black man in the black community?
Oh, he created his image. You kill his image.
Man, that man did that shit, man. I don't about that shit.
Nah, man, you can believe it.
Yeah,
he did some of that shit, man.
It was AI. Is that what it was? AI.
Why would they indict him and arrest him? And they got. Come on.
You know them folks ain't coming out you unless they got.
You got evidence of shit in his house.
But let's look into this though. The media
ain't what people see.
The media tear down from him it's not about the drugs. It's not about him wilding out, putting his hands on a woman. It's more about his sexuality. That's what they tamed down, his sexuality. It's almost like they forgot that he put his hands on a woman in the hotel lobby on camera. That's what they should be really talking about.
They don't care about that.
They don't care about that. Minorities. They don't care about that.
They don't care about that shit.
Two minorities. Now, if she'd been a white woman, woo! That would have been a story. That would have been a story. But the thing is, like you said, bro, like, but here's the thing, though. In today's climate, do you really think people would care if he was bisexual or gay?
In the black community, they care.
I don't think we do.
Nah, they do.
Look what you see on TV all day. That's what the world's promoting.
Yeah,
black man gay, black man bisexual, black
separations though. When you put somebody in the realm of an icon, and then you attach that stigma to them, which sometimes can be based off how it's presented as negative, because we didn't know, and they brought it out and told us. You know what I'm saying? So that makes him being viewed in that way like that's a bad thing, because nobody who lives in that community is coming to his defense saying, why y'all putting it down like that's making him a monster. Monster is him putting his hands on a woman or drugging.
Let me ask you this, dog. Let me ask you this. Why do you think we as a community, black people, are so quick to jump on the fucking tearing somebody down?
Well, that's why I said, do we think he did it? Or he's maybe
I'm saying, right? That's why we don't even know. We only know the information that's given to us, and most time that's
why I said I don't know if he did. Like,
but I'm saying, but why are we as a people so quick to jump on a bandwagon to tear our people down?
That's a whole nother conversation, bro.
Let's have a conversation.
In so many different ways
to tear each other down.
What's that again?
We've been conditioned to tear each other down.
To do that,
300-400 years.
Yeah. That's
so
why
when did we turn it around?
I said about that presidential election. The sexism and the racism is so deep into the fabric of who we are. It's no coming out of that.
Right. We are as a country or as people?
As people. It's no coming out of it.
So you think it's too far gone?
Yeah, it's too far, because here's the thing. The basis of humanity is based off power and money.
Right.
And for power, money to be sustained the way that has been historically, those things have to be in place. We have to suppress women. We got to suppress black men or people of color. That's what it is.
Right.
Otherwise, that power and that money gonna shift. And that's why you see somebody like Puff Daddy, regardless of his lifestyle. Nah, bro, you getting too big. We gotta shake this tree a little bit to let you know who in charge.
We gotta shake this tree.
So you think, what do you think about the timing of this though? With the political climate, the election, all of a sudden we so consumed with what's going on with him, right? That we're really not paying attention to what's really happening in the government, right? We're so consumed about what's going on with Puff. So you think is the distraction? Because they know that because here's the thing, we rather be entertained than informed.
Right. This is how I look at it. In any situation, like you saying, as a distraction, I look at it like this. If it was a play, is it working?
It absolutely worked.
That means it could be
because again, it goes back to what I just said. We would rather be entertained and spend all day trying to find ways to find a reason why this nigga's guilty, right? Instead of being informed, and if certain people are voting to office, shit's not gonna be good for us. Right. But we so consumed with being entertained by social media and all the bullshit on social media that's not reality, right? We sit here chasing. If we're talking about 1% of people making a certain amount of money, why are we so focused on that? Because that's not the majority. That's the fantasy that takes away from our bullshit lives, that we can live through this life, and it's all a fucking facade. But the reality is, based off 2 days ago, life just got fucking hard, bro. If your ass was broke before, whoo,
But here's the thing.
Shit ain't
So
getting cheaper, bro.
if you're looking at entertainment, if you're looking at television, it's always on the small percentage because that's what keep people going. That's what keep people excited. The idea of if my life could be this way. It's not gonna focus on the
That's the dopamine effect.
yeah. So like I said about the play, the same thing goes with COVID. Like, what if they did do this and this was a play? Would it work? Yeah, it worked.
Yeah, it'll work.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because it's working right now. Because guess what? When you eliminate Obamacare, COVID is a pre-existing condition. You eliminate Obamacare, what do you think your fucking insurance cost is going to be now? Because you have a pre-existing condition.
Right. Or you may not get approved.
There you go. And if you do, it's going to be you can't afford it.
Under these conditions.
You can't fucking afford it.
Yeah, it's going to be too. Yeah, the premium is going to be crazy.
That I have, man. People with money.
That's what
money. People that have money, they don't care nothing about the future. They care about right now.
The future right now. Secured.
That's why I say people with money that die and give all their money to charity, $20 billion, they don't care nothing about the future. They care about right now.
Right now.
So what they're doing is keeping themselves in a position of power right now because
so what do people that live in paycheck to paycheck care about?
They care about right now and what's going on with them, power and money right now. They don't care about
Friday.
There you go, my next check. Because that bitch already spent.
Boy,
that check already spent.
Ain't it?
Because think about it now. So it was a classic play, bro. Classic play. And people fell right into it, right? Favorably for Trump. Because we got to reestablish the balance of power right here in this country, right?
Right.
We know what that is. And so what way to establish that and put a face up there that most of the majority of this company is not going to agree with, even if she was right.
But I'm going to tell you this how
you as a whole.
I looked at it like this week, Clark. We all coach football, right? We all coach championship teams. You know what a championship team look like because you don't coach one before.
Absolutely.
So when you get one, you're like, boy, we got something. There was nothing about this 105-day election where I was like, I think she gonna win. I know what this look like. No.
No.
Yeah, she's not winning. And you hate to kill somebody's optimism, but at some point you got to be in tune with reality. Like, come on, man.
Well, here's the thing. I guarantee you, I can almost be certain that percentage that voted for 47 got their information from Fox News. And if you look at Fox News,
fake news.
And if anybody outside of that hue is a fucking animal, because that's all they're gonna feed you all day.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So why would you think any different when you got somebody who's saying, no, this is our country. Look how they act. And that's all they've been fed all day. Images of this, images of that. And then we don't help ourselves by going on this campaign tour and twerking and doing all these things and then posting this bullshit on social media. Right? It had to be a shift, bro. Most of it was self-inflicted.
Well, we here.
We here now.
We here now. You better learn how to grow some food. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
Better learn how to shoot.
What? Better teach your boys how to shoot.
You better stay in your lane, man. Just stay in your lane.
Nah, bro. Hey, look, bro. There's a shift, man.
Love.
You can feel it. Come on. It can't be just me. You can feel the atmosphere is a little bit different.
Already?
Could that be paranoia, or could I just be perception? But to me, I feel like
you know what? You feel it because you know what it feels like. Just like you know what it feels like to walk in the room and be the only black guy in the room, and you can read the minds without anybody saying anything. You know what I mean?
Right.
Oh yeah.
Read the energy.
But it felt the same way when Obama won. You can feel it then too.
But it's on the other side of that though.
Now it's kind of the same feeling for me. So it's kind of like don't think something finna change because you got a black president.
I feel like
It's the same.
Honestly, I have a heightened sense of alertness now.
A man should always have
my senses, my spidey sense is a little bit more. I'm a little more observant now, and that's crazy that it just happened. It can be a little bit more observant now. You just said you was in West Virginia the other day. I'm like, boy,
every week.
Work that way back home.
I got friends. I got friends in West Virginia.
Yeah,
I got friends. I got good friends. Some of my white friends, Mr.
Oh,
Joe
yeah,
Jackson.
One white.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Me and Mr. Joe Jackson, real good friends, man. He's an ex-highway patrolman, man. And me and him are really good friends. He's an ex-highway patrolman on the Turnpike, West Virginia Turnpike. And if you looked at him, you wouldn't think, much about it. But he's a real good guy. He's a real good guy. I'm gonna keep it like that.
That was based off of human interaction, though.
He's a real good guy, man. Yeah. But if you saw him, you wouldn't even think that. You wouldn't think that. You'd think totally.
So we're judging books by covers on that.
A lot of people do. Yeah. You know that. But yeah, man, we're gonna get out of here, man, because I got to get on the road, get ready to go to East Tennessee, man. It's been nice.
Johnson said,
Hey, when that boy said, you could hear joy in his voice when he said it, man. Because I said it.
Don't you know? I'm going to see my boy.
Hey,
yes, sir. I love that atmosphere, man.
You deserve that,
really.
Man, especially when they doing the thing, boy.
Yeah. I mean, I just love the atmosphere. They out there playing, and I'm still on my phone looking to see what all the other kids are doing. You know what I'm saying?
That don't stop.
I'm in the bleachers looking.
That don't stop.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to tomorrow, man. See round 2 of this middle school.
Hey, man, make sure y'all go out and support. Tony, you getting out?
Yeah,
you getting outside?
No, he said he's going to the
I'm going.
Yeah.
Be out there.
Final 4.
Rocky River, right?
Rocky River High School, man. You got McClintock against Piedmont, and you got Northridge against Eastway. That's a rematch.
That Northridge and Eastway might be the game of the day.
Yeah, Northridge.
That's gonna be a battle, bro. That's gonna be a battle.
If I had to pick,
who you going with?
I'm going with. I'm gonna go with Eastway since they beat me. But but I like Darryl. I ain't gonna lie. But Eastway beat him 14-0 the last game of the season.
Hey, but it's the playoffs, bro. Different level of intensity, and it's hard to beat a man twice.
Yeah. So, it's gonna be good, man. Go out and support it, man. I'm gonna miss it Saturday, but Sunday, man. Hey, another big event that happens all the time, man, is the AYF State Championships. They're here in Charlotte.
Oh,
AY Creek? Yeah, I'm gonna be out there at the AYF States on Sunday because we're coming back Saturday night. So Sunday I'm going to the AYF States and support. It's at West Meck.
West Meck, okay.
Yeah, West Meck and West Charlotte, D1 and D2. So
yeah, I there too.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with McClintock and Eastway for the finals. I'm predicting the upset.
I'm predicting. I think Piedmont and Northridge.
Ooh, okay. So we different, right? We on both sides. On both sides.
Piedmont and Northridge in the finals.
So I got Eastway and McClintock in the finals.
I'm going with McClintock.
Right.
I'm going with McClintock.
Yeah, I like McClintock. Hey, get out and check them games. Man, hey, we're gonna be on the lines to be out there, man. We're gonna get some.
We'll be present.
All right, man. Well, man, I appreciate y'all coming on, man, and we'll get out there.
Hey, before y'all go to sleep, man, tell your wife you love you and you appreciate it, man.
For sure. That's
I respect you,
girl.
No,
I'm gonna tell you why I say that, man.
I respect that.
You can't ask or expect something out of somebody you're not willing to do also.
Yeah.
Respect.
I respect what you just said.
I respect that.
Good night.
I love you, Tony.